The Roman Empire didn't collapse in a single day. It crumbled over 3 centuries. By 476 AD, history's greatest civilization vanished without a final stand. No apocalyptic siege, no heroic last battle. Rome simply stopped existing. Why? An empire controlling 70 million people across 3 continents fell to forces that started from within. At its height, Rome controlled 4.6 million square kilometers. 70 million people lived under Roman rule. The empire stretched from Scotland to Iraq, 3 continents unified under one government. Latin connected the world. Roman roads linked every major city with astonishing engineering. Roman law governed society uniformly. The legions were legendary, the greatest military force ever assembled. Rome's weapons, tactics, and discipline were unmatched anywhere on earth. The infrastructure was miraculous. The administrative organization was revolutionary for its time. Citizens believed Rome would rule forever. The empire felt eternal, permanent, inevitable. Buildings constructed 2,000 years ago still stand today. Aqueducts still carry water. Roads still connect cities. The engineering was that sophisticated. Rome seemed destined for permanent greatness. Yet empires don't collapse from external invasion first. They collapse from internal decay. Internal weakness invites external attack. Rome had everything: resources, technology, military power, organizational genius. Yet it fell anyway. Understanding why reveals history's darkest lesson about power itself. Starting in the 200s AD, Rome's currency collapsed catastrophically. Emperors desperately debased coins to fund endless military spending. Inflation spiraled completely out of control. A coin worth 100% in 200 AD was worth 5% by 300 AD. Citizens watched their savings evaporate overnight. Trust in government evaporated with the currency. Trade routes fractured as borders became unstable and ungoverned. Merchants abandoned long-distance commerce. Taxation increased desperately to fund the military while providing nothing in return. Citizens paid more taxes and received less security, a fatal combination. People fled cities for rural survival. Agriculture became subsistence-based, not commercial. The middle class disappeared. The economy regionalized. Money stopped flowing between regions. Military overstretch. Rome's armies spread impossibly thin across thousands of miles. Legions defended Germany, North Africa, the Danube, Persia, and Syria simultaneously. The army consumed 75% of all tax revenue. Yet defense continued failing catastrophically. Barbarian raids never stopped. Soldiers rotted in garrison posts. Morale deteriorated. Desertion became endemic. Generals couldn't recruit enough citizens anymore. Citizens saw military service as death. So Rome did something desperate. It recruited foreigners. Barbarians infiltrate the system. Barbarian migration wasn't coordinated invasion. It was natural response to Rome's visible weakness. Germanic tribes, Huns, and Goths sensed vulnerability. Roman generals, desperate for soldiers, recruited barbarians directly. Rome settled barbarian tribes on borderlands as allies. Gradually, barbarians became soldiers. Barbarians became officers. Barbarians became government officials. Rome's institutions were captured from within. By 400 AD, the Roman army wasn't Roman anymore. It was barbarian. The government wasn't Roman anymore. It was barbarian. Rome lost control of its own institutions. Political chaos. Between 235 AD and 284 AD, Rome had 50 different emperors. 50. Most reigned less than a year. Military strongmen competed violently for the throne. Resources meant for defense funded internal warfare instead. Legitimacy evaporated. Citizens lost faith in government. The final fragmentation. By 400 AD, Rome controlled only Italy and North Africa. Britain was abandoned. Gaul was lost. Spain was fractured. The empire had become irrelevant. The Western Roman Empire was dying. Everyone could see it now. In 476 AD, A teenager became Rome's emperor, Romulus Augustulus, the last Western emperor. His name ironically combined Rome's founder with its first emperor. Yet he ruled nothing. A barbarian general named Odoacer deposed him. No dramatic siege, no heroic last stand. Odoacer simply declared the Roman Empire ceased to exist. Rome ended with paperwork, not flame. September 4th, 476 AD marks the official end. Yet the collapse had been occurring for 300 years. 3 centuries of slow dissolution. The fall of Rome revealed a permanent historical truth. Empires die from internal decay. Economic breakdown, military overstretch, political corruption, identity crisis. These kill civilizations. External enemies exploit the weakness, but don't create it. The Eastern Roman Empire continued in Constantinople for another 1,000 years. But the Western world descended into the Dark Ages. The knowledge, infrastructure, and prosperity that Rome created vanished. Civilization had to be rebuilt from rubble, taking 1,000 years. Rome's collapse echoed through history. It proved that no empire is eternal. No civilization is permanent. All power eventually decays. Rome's fall echoes through history. No empire rules forever. Subscribe to History Express for more untold history.